this whole thing about like scorched earth versus reaching across the aisle, maybe Michael's right and there's not really a dichotomy there. But I do kind of feel like, look, there are certain people that I can deal with on the left that I could potentially have on this program, and we could have one of those Kumbaya conversations as like a resetting of the tone. That's a decision I could make as a host. Or I could continue pointing out the absolute insanity that's happening on the left, exposing them, and doubling down on my resolve to fight them. And I'm in the second category. I got to be honest, I'm nowhere near the first category. It looks completely wrong to me. It's not to say that I don't still love my Democrat friends that I have. I have dear, dear Democrat friends. Love them, and I don't hold them responsible for this, and I don't hold the normal left responsible for this. But that vast collection of people on the left, who we refer to as leftists, I do have serious issues with. And it's in large part because I do believe that their rhetoric is going to get more people killed. It's still possible that he just literally only ever looked at a Charlie Kirk video online and he got his ideas just from listening to Charlie. That's possible. But the overwhelming likelihood is he heard words like the ones he engraved on his bullet casings, like fascist, used repeatedly about Charlie from virtually everyone in the left-wing media. That's where I'd place my bet if I actually had to put my own money on it. And even if that were not the case in this particular shooting, what are we going to do about all the others? I mean, what about Butler? Why haven't we heard more about that shooter? Honestly, why was President Trump shot in the ear? Why did Corey Compatore die? Why don't we know? You're going to tell me that they don't have this guy's emails and a treasure trove of... Why aren't we seeing it? Why can't we know, in that case, what led him to actually pull the trigger? And in the case of Charlie, we know a lot. And yet we're looking at a media that's willfully blind to it. They refuse. I mean, even now we're getting the hedges on like, we're not sure about the motive. You got to be really careful. We know if they're going to run around saying we don't know why Charlie was killed and then immediately equivocating on right-wing versus left-wing violence, like it's a both sides thing. No, I can't deal with you. You're not proceeding in good faith. I cannot work with you. You do not deserve the benefit of my good doubt. So that's where I am. Like I cannot deal with, in particular, leftist media. And I've got to be honest, I don't blame them in that, like, you know, they pulled the trigger. But I do think they created an environment of hate around Charlie, just like they did around Donald Trump. Yes, you did. You know you did.